Hey everyone, this is Sean. So today I want to show you how to set up an automated email welcoming workflow. And we're going to cover 95% of the techniques you need for using Supabase edge functions and triggers, as well as Resend, as you see on the screen, which is an email for developer tool. But on top of all of these, the most important thing is to understand why we need a welcoming email workflow. It's because a lot of the time when people sign up to your SaaS or AI startup, they might be looking for what they need to do next. So a welcoming email is a really good way to engage with the users who already showed interest in your product. And on the other hand, if they have already paid, you do want to send them a confirmation. And also if they cancel, you can send them an email to re-engage with them to understand why certain things didn't meet their needs. So let's jump right in and get started. Okay, so this new user has just signed in. Meanwhile, I can see that my Gmail has received a welcome email. I can click onto it, I can see welcome to launch MVP. And if you go to Supabase and check out one of the tables called user_email_log, you'll be able to see that this person has just got the welcome email. The status is that this email has been sent. If you click on start trial, let's check it out if it works, right? Add my card details here and pay for it. I will do it on a different screen. Okay, I just paid for it and let's just refresh here. Cool, we also got this new email. We have got the payments, and we can also try to click on cancel subscription. If I do yes cancel, you can either resume the subscription, and you also receive this email that tells you that your subscription has been canceled, and you can resubscribe now if you click on it. And if we go back to Supabase, you can see there's a welcome email, cancellation email, and the billing confirmation email sent to this one email address. Some of my old audience might be familiar with this Git repo, which I open sourced last year, which is a complete MVP starter for Supabase, Next.js, Stripe, and now we have added Resend. So we're going to continue to use this Git repo, and we made a new release called V2 email automation. So if you scroll down to the top of here, you can click on try the app, and then you're going to land on this landing page. Some of you might realize that it's kind of similar to my own product, Automanus.io, which we upgraded and built on top of this open source product. But essentially, this is a project that everybody can contribute to. So we welcome anyone to jump in and submit some of your code. Now I'm going to explain in details how you can set it up for your own product. So if this is the first time for you to try Vercel, Supabase, and Stripe, I highly recommend that you go to this GitHub and then click on this video on the top right.
We have got to the point where literally
not this guy. After this ads, you will be able to see me explaining. To set up this app, feel free to watch the previous video, but to briefly cover this, what you gotta do is that you can do git clone of this repo, give it a name, and then basically just download it, turn it into your own repo, and then you just follow these steps, right? Create a new .m.local over here, and then you can set up a Google Cloud so that you can put in your Google Cloud credentials into Supabase for logins purposes. You will also need to set up your own Supabase project, where you will need to create a function previously for handle new users. You basically need to just run this file called initial Supabase table schema.sql. Copy this and paste into your Supabase editor. So the tables basically look like this, except that this one is the new one that we added called user email log. Whenever someone logged in with authentication, you will be adding this user into the user table, the user trials and user preferences. And of course, if the user paid, they will be added to subscriptions. And after that, the user will be sent emails and tracked in this table called user email log. After you finish configuring the Supabase and also the Stripe, where you can set up your Stripe account and then copy your keys to all of those environment variables we already prepared for you in .m.example. Feel free to check it out. Let's jump into the main dish of today, which is setting up the email automation setup. Okay. So I have documented most of those things that you need over here in the public repo README already, but the most important thing to remember is that we're using database triggers and edge functions as well as Resend. And for Supabase, we are also using a thing called Supabase secrets, which is kind of different from what you deploy to your front end, because we are creating these functions that will help you send emails, and these functions live in edge functions in Supabase. So they also need to have the keys, especially from Resend, so that your Supabase will have access or the authority to send emails on behalf of you. Now let's set up Resend and then see how it goes. So the first thing you need to do is to log in. Okay, so I'm gonna log in with Google. And after sign in, you're gonna end up in your dashboard. There are a few things you need to do if you're a new user. And the first one is that you need to set up this thing called domains. So if you have bought your own startup's domain or website, you can just click on add domain here. But because I'm using a free tier, you can only do one domain at a time. It's very easy. You just follow the steps of what they guide you to do. Maybe you have got it from Namecheap or Squarespace or GoDaddy or somewhere. You literally just put in those custom records that they're going to give you to those places. You can create a new API keys over here called API keys. Just click on create new API keys, give it a name, and then just add it. And then make sure that your keys, your tokens is safe, and then copy it and then put it into environment variables. Last but not least, you can see that the free tier for Resend has 3,000 emails per month. So I think that should be enough for most of the startups to get started with. After that, remember to copy paste your Resend API key that we just set up into your local environment. And we also need another one called internal API key, which is for Supabase. We prepared the .m.example over here too. If you click into it, you need to paste your API keys at the bottom and then turn this file into .m.local. And for this tutorial, we'll be using this email startup at shanshan.io, but you can feel free to replace it by changing it in your code. If you go into your code editor, you will realize that this email has been hard-coded by me into this file called services/emailservice.ts, and you just need to replace that with your own email. The next step is that we need to enable this thing called pgnet, which is something that will help you to make HTTP calls to edge functions. What you need to do is just go to SQL editor, plus to create a new snippet, and then come to your code. So we have put everything you need to run on Supabase under this folder called Supabase, scripts, setup, and number 1, okay? What you gotta do, just Command A, copy this, come back to Supabase, paste it here, and Command Enter. Okay, so now you have the latest pg_net. And the next step is that you gotta go to create user email log tables. Remember, we had this table that will track which user has received the emails. This is very important for you to set up the logs. Step 4 is quite unique. Now is the time to introduce you to edge functions. If you navigate towards edge functions on the sidebar, you can see that we have already got 3 edge functions over here. First one is called sending billing email. Second one, sending cancellation email. The third one, send welcome email. If I click on one of those, I can see an entire dashboard of these functions, which I'll show you how to set up. So I can see invocations from here that 2 emails have been sent, and I can see the logs of what happened. I can see the code over here too. And on the details also, please remember to untick this box to verify JWT with legacy secret. That will block you from continuing to run this program. In the Supabase folder, we have a place called functions, and we have 3 index.ts here. The first one is send billing email. This is basically the entire function that we're gonna add to edge functions, okay? And send welcome email. So remember to replace this URL with your actual Vercel or your product URL so that you don't confuse the app with my own app. And the way to run it is that you can copy this into a terminal and hit run. What this does is that you're installing Supabase and then you log in, follow the steps, and then you need to replace this with your project ref, which is in your URL right here. Copy paste that in. And then you need to set up the Supabase secrets for app URL, resend API key, internal API key. Okay, the first one, app URL, is basically your app URL. The next 2 are just the resend APIs. Now, last but not least, do Supabase functions deploy, all those 3 index.ts files I just showed you. In order to verify this, you need to go to your Supabase dashboard, check out edge functions, and then they should be over here and they should be activated. And you can always edit the code by clicking into one of them and then change things here. So last but not least, we have 2 more steps. One of them is called create public users trigger. Another one is called create billing cancellation triggers. So I will try to explain what they do. Right now, we have the edge functions defined on Supabase, and those edge functions are basically using Resend APIs to send emails via Resend to your end user. But somebody needs to trigger that. That's why we need to use Supabase trigger functions. The trigger functions basically live in your database, and whenever your database changes, for example, somebody just signed in or somebody just paid for something using Stripe and then received a API call, and then the API call has returned something through a webhook, and then these triggers will immediately wake up and then use those functions that they need. Okay, so let's take a look. Firstly, for this create public user triggers, what it does is that it creates a welcome email trigger on public users.table, and this fires when a new user signs up and calls the edge function. Okay, so let's dig into it a little bit. So first, we create this function called send welcome email on sign up. Remember to replace your Supabase project ref with your actual Supabase project ref over here. It's going to use this function called send welcome email, and this function send a welcome email on sign up is triggered by this trigger you're going to create right after it. Okay, so what this trigger does is that from the information schema, whenever there's a new user event happen, we use the trigger. And the trigger is basically executing the functions we defined above, which is sending the welcome email. Okay, and this welcome email, by the way, is our edge function that we define. Okay, so what you got to do is just Command C all of this. Remember to replace your Supabase project ref with the actual one. Command V here, replace the project ref, and then hit run. Okay, after that, you can come to database. So in trigger, you can see that we have 3 triggers. The welcome trigger that we just talked about for file 3 is linked to this function called send welcome email. Okay, so whenever somebody has signed up, their user ID will be added to the users table from authentication table, and this trigger will wake up and then call this function called send welcome email. If I click into this, you can see that they live in functions, right? And then we can also check what this function is. Okay, edit functions is using net.http post because initially we enabled pg_net so they can do HTTP calls. Okay, and then it's going to run with your own project ref. Always remember to replace this. You're going to run the edge functions of send a welcome email, okay, to this email that to the users that has just signed up. We can see the exact edge function that was referred in the functions that we saw earlier in database. And then I think that's it. You can deploy your app. This is all completely on Supabase. If you already have an app that is up and running with Vercel, Supabase, and Stripe, then you will be able to just run it. If you don't have Stripe, don't worry. You can just test out with the welcome email first. And you can always come back to a table editor to check out the user_email_log to see if the emails have been sent or not. If they have not, you should be able to come back to resend and then check out the logs over here. Okay, they usually will give you the error if there's an error. Cool. I hope this is helpful, and we have implemented it in our own startup, Automanus.io, which is an AI sales leads manager for custom goods and services. And feel free to try it out as well. We hope that everybody will be able to onboard your users and provide everybody with a really satisfying onboarding experience. And if you find this video useful, please give us a star on GitHub right here, or just simply like this video. We really appreciate your support, and happy to answer any questions down below. I'll see you next time. Thanks.